Okay, online kids, they once again, for the third time in a row, spent the first part of class seeing how much of their first and second declension they knew. And now we are going to check the first and second declension. We're doing that every morning. You should be doing it too. That template is on Microsoft Teams if you haven't found it and printed out already, or you could just make your own. It's very easy. And let me actually turn on the projector. Okay, and we also did assume essay in the verb part because most people have mastered OST must have sent, so we did assume essay. Did anybody get assume essay? No? We'll see how easy it is once I flip to it. Okay, so raise your hand if you got all the first declension today. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that seems like way more than Tuesday. Raise your hand if you got even half of the second declension, or like maybe just 2 or 3 endings in the second. Okay, so some people are getting second. Raise your hand if you got all of second. All right, really? You got all of second, Maddie? Nice. And Carson and Grace? Anelius? Anelius almost got all of it. Cool. All right. Remember, there is overlaps with the second. That's the one thing we'll focus on today. I know we've already talked about these endings a lot, but yeah, remember these guys. Same between first and second. So that's one thing you can just kind of like get out of the way, where it's the same for first and second. Genitive plural is basically the same for first and second.
Except
what?
it's an L instead of an A.
Right. Yeah, that's the one thing, but that's like a very minor difference. And yeah. Hopefully my mic is working. I'm always afraid my mic's not working. We got 3 participants today. Hopefully they can hear me. All right. And then accusative singulars, those are kind of the same. Kind of AM and UM. It's basically the same letter as U. Not really. Okay. And then OSC must have sent. Raise your hand if you got OSC must have sent down. That should probably be everyone. If it's not you, then you should like take time in your essay today to just like master that. Whether it's using flashcards and like quizzing yourself and just like writing the 2x3 grid and just like over and over again and like seeing how much you can fill out, you should have that. And then maybe tomorrow, you guys hopefully will maybe master first and do most of second, and then at least maybe some of SUM essay. Check it out. SUM is the weirdest one because it doesn't end in O. But then after that, they end how we want them to. ST, must, tis, int. The tricky thing is just remembering like these two start with E. This one starts with S, starts with E again, and then S for the third person plural. That's kind of weird, but it's not like that weird. And then knowing what the English verb actually is, because remember, it's actually English's fault the verb is so weird. Am becomes R, becomes is, becomes R. So the plural side is just R, so you can do that. But yeah, like knowing SUM essay would be the actual Latin word itself and what it actually means in English. All right, let's look at chapter. Oh, wait, okay. So you guys are going to take the translation quiz for the first time tomorrow. It's going to be this sentence. I'm going to ask you about the case and function of Magistrom, and you're going to tell me it's a direct object accusative. Remember, this one is very straightforward. The only thing that makes it a little spicy is that it has 2 prepositional phrases. For online people, you either already took this, or if it's returned to you and you did not do too great, you should retake it by, what did I say? I guess Sunday is the cutoff for all of y'all's late work online people.
I'm coming back on Monday.
What?
I'm coming back on Monday.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, I think I heard that. Awesome. Okay, let's get back, guys. So the girl is the subject, verb, the direct object. Are we getting really used to that kind of structure there, where the subject is verbing a direct object? We're starting to acclimate to that, right? We can like kind of wrap our minds around that finally. So the girls warn the teacher. The verb has to move up. Warn the direct object teacher. You're going to tell me teacher is accusative direct object. And then we have 2 prepositional phrases about the evil plan. The evil and plan go together. Evil and plan without delay. That's the second prepositional phrase. So mora is ablative object of sine. And concilio is ablative object of de. You're going to tell me that mora is ablative. And then this one is the second translation you guys are going to have to do tomorrow. Stultus vir, what the heck? Vir mala belli laudat. The thing about this one is I'm going to ask the part of speech of mala. And you're going to tell me it's an adjective. It's an adjective, right? That was what was so weird about this. Because it's also the direct object. I will also ask the function, and you'll tell me direct object. You'll tell me it's an adjective and the direct object, which is weird. And then you're going to translate it as not evil war or evil wars, but the evil of war. That's how you get all your points on this translation. And it's the evils of war there. Belly is genitive. You're going to tell me it's genitive. Okay, so that's the quiz. Any questions? Y'all all going to ace that tomorrow? The reason I'm doing this where I'm like telling you what sentences is because of the weird fire drill thing last week. I should have given it to you on Friday. Maybe y'all would have done great. But the average was low enough where like half the kids in the other class are retaking it, and I showed them the answers on Monday. So I need to show you guys the answers too before you take it, or else it wouldn't be fair. I mean, like maybe you're mad and you wanted to take it blind without me telling you what's two sentences. So sorry about that. Some of you probably would have done great, but this way you're all going to do great as long as you paid attention to what I just said. Okay, let's fly through chapter 3 and 4 today. We did this. Okay, here we go. So we're not gonna raise our hands today. I'm just gonna go around. Remember, you only write it if you don't know it. And also in a lot of these, I'm going to put a declined version of it. So it's not just, if you know Auger, this would be boring for you, but so don't worry about what it means. Look at the declined version I put up and try to think of what case that is, because I'm going to ask that question too. Hey, but what is Auger, Augury? Where does a farmer hang out? A field or a farm. Good. What cases are grorum? Anyone out loud? So this is what something anybody can answer, but I'll ask the first a specific person what it means. Yeah, this is genitive plural. It has that big orum. Chicken Boy is here to tell us all the forms of auger. The thing about auger, it's one of the 3 masculine nouns we have that end in R. The E goes away outside of the nominative singular. That's the one perk about it. It's not augeri, augeri, augerorum. The E just goes away. Big whoop. It's not a big deal, but it's worth maybe pointing out briefly. So yeah, this one was genitive plural because it's orum. Orum. Good. Okay, Jake, what is agricola, agricolae? Yeah, farmer. So make sure you don't get these two mixed up. Agricolam, what case? Anyone?
No.
Accusative. Yeah, right? We should get really used to this singular accusative direct object ending. Good. Agricola is farmer. We get words like agriculture, agrarian, agronomy from it. Agronomy is the science of farming. Okay, good. Nathan, what is amicus, amici, or amica, amici? Think of amigo. What does amigo mean in Spanish? Huh? Kind of like a friend, right? Friend, yeah. So pal is, I guess, kind of the same thing. Amicis, what case and gender is that? The gender is kind of a trick question. Amicis, what case is that? We haven't seen this in a ton. Anyone? It's the one that shows up in 4 different spots. The long IS. No? No? Yeah. It's ablative or dative plural. Ablative or dative plural. And it could be either gender, because those 2 things are the same for either gender. So that's why I asked about the gender, Aurora, right? Okay, so this could either be second declension, masculine, or first declension, depending on the gender of the person you're talking, the friend you're talking about. Caden, what is, Caden's got a real tough one, guys. Femina, femini? Yeah, or, yeah, more just like woman, actually, but obviously we get the word female from it. What is femina with the long A? Ablative, good. It's got to be our first declension ablative, exactly. Here are femina, romana. We have here, we get all of these words from it. This is one of the easier nouns, right? All right, philia, filii. What is this one going to be, Danny? Not girl. Close to girl. No, it's like a girl in a specific way. It's a girl in relation to their parents. It's a daughter. And this filius is, what's the masculine version of a daughter? I'm sorry? Son, you said? Okay, yes, son. Good. So we should be able to recognize by these endings that this is second declension masculine, this is first declension feminine. That helps us understand the difference between daughter and son. What is filios or filios case? Nelius or Carson? Those are accusative plurals, AS and OS. Yeah, so that'd be if they're direct objects. So we have daughter and we have son. Don't get them mixed up with girl or boy. A lot of people do that. It's easy to do. Danny, where's your vocab refresher sheet? Everyone should have a vocab refresher sheet out right now. I'm not doing this for myself. Right, they're over here if you need them. Everyone should have this out. You're writing down the words you don't know. So Danny might want to write down philia. Okay, very good. Let's see. Kylie, what is new? Oh, Kylie's got a really tough one. What is numerus? Good. Can you think of what is numerum? What case would that be? What case is that UM? What case is accusative singular? Yeah. Y'all can have your noun charts out right now. So when I ask those questions about the declined words, you can just look down at your noun chart. We're still getting used to the ending, so using your noun chart is fine. But if you want to play on expert mode, you would not have your noun chart up. Yeah, this is accusative singular. Those are our Roman numerals, guys. They're pretty easy. Remember when smaller numbers go in front of big numbers, that means you're subtracting it. So if you wanted to say 4, that would be IV. You would put an I in front of a V, that would be 4, because you subtract the I from the V to get 4, so on and so forth. L is 50, C is 100, so on and so forth. The last Super Bowl, I think, was like LIV. Maybe it was LV.
LIV.
Yeah, so now we're going to have LV in 2021 if we have a Super Bowl. Who knows? Kylie?
Why does Ricky have his own numbers? Like stuff that are like added together?
I think that's because if otherwise, if there's no 50, you'd have to use 5 X's, which is just a lot to get 50. This way, even 40 is easier, because if you want to do 40, what would 40 be? Anybody? So how can you do 40 in just 2 numbers? Yeah, it'd be XL. You take 10 away from L, so we put a smaller number in front of L to get something like 40, as opposed to like 4 X's. It'd be X and L. So it's just nice to have something in between like 10 and 100. Otherwise, you'd end up with these really big numbers. But yeah, with that whole thing where they can put smaller numerals in front of larger ones, that also saves some space too. All right, Riley's got populace. It's pretty hard. Exactly. What are some related words we get from it? Yeah, population, popularity, populace, populace. Case of populi here, it could be one of 2 things. I guess 3, but here's not populace. Not dated. That'd be populo or populise that have an S in it. Grace?
Genitive?
Yeah, it could totally be genitive, singular, or it could be plural. Ava? Nominative. It might be a plural subject. Good. Yeah. See, we have populus, the adjective, and populist, a noun, like a population. What that means. All right. Isn't chapter 3 easy? The words in chapter 3 are really. I think that might be the easiest one. Puer and pueri. What is that, Aiden? Not sure. So this was a little hard because. So puella had no related words. Puella meant girl. This actually does have some related English words. It means opposite of girl. Yeah, boy. No declined version, but puerile is a word you don't hear too much. It just means like childlike. Puerility. Noun version. Or yeah. Okay, sapientia, Natalie. Good. Yeah, wisdom. A lot of people get this mixed up with sentientia. It's a little different. We get sapience is a word for wisdom that no one uses anymore. Sapience is the adjective version. And sage means so someone has like sage wisdom. There are philosophers again. Weary, Kaylin? Yeah, exactly. It is second declension. Good. We do actually have related words like virtue and virile. Virile means like manly, I guess. I don't know. And then triumvirate. That means 3 men, basically. Julius Caesar palled around with 2 other guys, and they were kind of like a squad, and that was called the first triumvirate. And then his godson Augustus has his own little club called the second triumvirate years later with Mark Antony and Lepidus. Yeah, Lepidus is the one who doesn't matter. Both triumvirates had like one dude who basically didn't matter. Crassus in the first one, Lepidus in the second one. Pompey in the first one did matter, though. That became Julius Caesar's rival. They used to be friends. Avarus. Okay, we're out of noun world. Those were all nouns. This is a what, David? What part of speech is avarus? If you don't know what it means, you know what part of speech is, that'd be really impressive. What part of speech is this, Ava? Good. And then what does this mean? Can you think of it? So we're going to write this one down if you don't know it. Carson?
It's greedy.
Yeah, greedy. And then avararum. What case would that be, anyone?
It's genitive.
Genitive plural, yeah. When I ask the case, y'all can all say it out loud. Yep, there's Bacchus from, or Dionysus from the Hercules movie. I guess he's greedy. I don't know. Avarice is an English word that we get from this. It just means greed, but it's like kind of an old-timey word. You don't really hear it too much. All right. Huh? Greedy. Oh. Yeah, that's not even how you spell greasy, but yeah, because he's from Greece. Okay, greedy. No, not greasy. What if the book for some reason gave us the word for greasy like before anything else? So like chapter 3, you get the word for greasy. Palki, palkai, palka. I don't know why this was capitalized. What would this be, Carson?
Few.
Yeah, and it's another adjective. This is the opposite of multus. Few. Paucity is like scarceness, I guess. No one uses that word. Good. Let's see. Macy or tough one, Macy. There's Yeah, it means Roman. So this is the adjective Roman to describe someone as Roman. Sometimes we use it as a noun, like a Roman. Versus Roma Romi is Rome, the place. So just be careful about that. They don't give us Roma Romi for a while for some reason. But I mean, there it is. That's Rome. This is Roman. Kind of a difference between like America versus American. American's actually an adjective. SPQR, that means Senatus Populus Quae Romanus. So that's the Senate and the people of Rome. Or Romani? Yeah. Or Romi? It's Romanus. It's Populus Romanus. It's Roman people. Populi Romani. Okay, day. No more adjectives. So we just got 3 adjectives in chapter 3. What is day, Richard? Wait, no, we're on Macy, right? Did you do the last one? Did you do this one too? What's day mean? Yeah, so yeah, the book, and I think the sheet I gave you also says down from first, but let's go with just from or about. And what part of speech is this before I flip? Because we don't have any more adjectives. We just got like 3 adjectives this chapter. Grace?
I'm not
No?
sure.
What part of speech is this? It's now, so we got sine in chapter 2. That's the first example of this part of speech. Then we get this, and I guess we get in this chapter 2, Grace?
Is it preposition?
Yeah, this is a preposition. So it's going to be from or about. So make sure you know that. And you should also know when it shows up, it's going to have an ablative object, right? Sine, de, and in always take these ablative objects. That's what ablatives do right now, is that they function as the object of these prepositions. They're usually right next to them, or they're like always right next to them. So this would be like, I warn. This is like a variation of the sentence I'll translate tomorrow. Don't translate it this way because it's different. In y'all's version, it's going to be like the girls warn. But here, I warn, first person, the teacher about the danger. So danger is the object of day, and I left off my super important macron. That's what actually makes it ablative. That was Chicken Boy's fault. He's actually my assistant, and yeah, he's a little sloppy. He just wants to multiply and have a war with himself. That's all he cares about. Okay. Speak of the devil, it's our third, what part of speech? Anyone out loud?
Preposition.
Yes, our third and final preposition, and it means in. So I'm not going to ask anyone. It means in or on. Sometimes there's contexts where you want to go on, not. In Roma habito, we don't have habito, but it means I. What do you think?
In the
It looks like habeo. It's actually like I live, like a habitat. I live in Rome. Okay. Hodie, okay, no more prepositions. Richard, what is hodie? Can't think of that one?
Or wait, no, it's good.
Yeah, good, today. Yeah, you almost thought of habeo, but you remembered this is today out,
Mhm.
and it's an adverb. Today is often a noun, but the way this word is used is adverbially. Like I'm verbing something today. When am I doing something? Today. It's an adverb. Modifying a verb, most likely. Semper, another verb. Maddie Dugan, what is semper? Yes, always. Another adverb. Alora, habeu, haberi. We get a couple verbs this chapter. Not to want anything of arrow, errare. Habe, turn that B into a V, Alora. Turn that B into a V and drop the O. What would that be? Yeah, this is half.
6:30.
That's and habemos. What would habemos be? Translate habemos like it's its own sentence. Person?
It would be, we have.
Yeah, we have, because he sees it's first person plural, and he remembers our subject or pronoun for first person plural is we. Okay, good. We're almost done. So make sure you know this verb. Pretty common, actually. What conjugation is it, anyone? Maybe? Say it. It's actually second. Remember, we look at this vowel. Yeah, so since it's an E, it's going to be second. If it was A, it would be first. Let's see, Maddie, it's satio satiare. It's your verb. This one does not show up too much. I don't know if we've seen this in a translation at all yet.
Oh,
You don't know? Fair. That's honest. Well, can you at least tell me, is it first or second conjugation? No.
not
Devin?
smart. There's
Oh, that. Yeah. Oh, I should have gone to Devin actually. Okay. Yeah, it's first. Devin, you know what this means?
no.
So remember, Maddie, we just looked at the second and last vowel in the infinitive form, the second principal part. If it's A, it's first letter in the alphabet. If it's E, it's second. like an A-E-I-O-U. E is the second vowel that we list. And then satiatus. So it means to satisfy, by the way. What is satiatus? That's going to be what? I satisfy, you satisfy, we satisfy what? Ava? You all satisfy because you see the T-I-S, it's second plural.
Don't worry, I wrote it down.
Good. That's all that matters. Okay, bellum, and here it is. And then, let's see, so I guess that was actually Devin's. The bellum belly is Nelius's. What's this? War, good. So now we are in chapter 4. Now we're all caught up. This is going to be chapter 4 that we look at now. And again, we'll start chapter 5 on Monday. Okay, and work our way to where we kind of were in quarantine. Bellum belly is war. So I know that we're in chapter 4 because chapter 4 is when they give us our neuter noun, right? This is a neuter noun. It's the first neuter noun we get. How do I know it's neuter? Because the nominative is ending in M, or it's ending in UM instead of US or R. It's not ending in United States or United Soviet States of Russia, not like beer or auger or flair. It's ending in UM, so it's neuter, which only means it's just slightly different than masculine. It gets the A here and here. And it gets UM here. That's the only way it's different than masculine second declension. Neuter's not that bad. There's Mars. There's our good friend Mars. All right, concilium, Antonio. Do you remember this one? This is a little tricky, actually. Concilium. No? I know you're still kind of catching up. Grace? Plan. So Antonio, you should be writing these. Where's your vocab refresher sheet? There's another one on the white table if you need one. Or there's one on that empty desk right there. But you should definitely be writing these down. Everyone should. If you don't know them. Or maybe you have yours from earlier this week. Grace, what is concilium?
Plan.
Yeah, plan. What gender is it?
Is it neuter?
It is neuter. Second declension neuter. Concilia then would be what? Anyone? What concilia with an A? It wouldn't be feminine first declension nominative because it's not. It's second declension neuter. This word. Person.
Accusative.
Accusative plural or nominative plural. Yeah, don't be tricked by that A. We kind of hate neuters because they ruin the way we think of the A ending. Like before we get neuter in fourth declension, we try to push chapter 4. We just think A means it's like feminine first declension, nominative singular. So once we get neuters, A could also, if we know the word is neuter, it could be this or this. It could be a plural subject or a plural direct object. All right. Kurai. What's that, Maddie? This one is definitely yours. Turn that U into an A, and then make the ending sound English.
Cure?
Not cure. Everyone thinks this is cure, but I said turn the U into an A.
Well, I suck at spelling, so let me write this out. No, I got it.
Okay.
Care.
Yes, Care Bear.
I had to look. I suck at spelling, so I had to write it down.
Ursa Cura. Ursa means bear, so these are Ursae Curae. Care Bears. Yeah, care, or it could also be attention. But yeah, don't get it confused with cure. I'm almost glad she said that because everyone gets it confused with cure. We actually do have a word. Yeah, don't. Caitlin and the internet. What is donum doni?
Gift.
Yeah, exactly. Very good. Is it masculine, feminine, or neuter?
Neuter.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of neuter this chapter. Good. So dona here would again be nominative or accusative plural. I assume Ella is also there. Ella, what's exidium?
Destruction.
Good. This one's kind of tough because related word. It looks like the word exit, but exit in English is actually related to exo, exire, which means to leave. This doesn't have any related words, but it means destruction. Yes. I like that. Macy says she remembers this by you're exiting a building if destruction is occurring, like you're trying to exit an area that's being destroyed. That's true. That's a good way to think of it. All right, Mora so Elizabeth Delperding is not there because now she is in class. Is there a third person?
There's the third person.
There is a third person.
There's you and 3 at least.
Who's the third person? What's Mora? Mora, a third person who's not Ella or Caitlin? No?
Josh.
It's who?
Josh is the third person.
Josh. Like Josh Lara?
Yeah.
I've seen that name. Okay. Josh, if your mic's not on, it's cool. Maybe not. Okay. What is Mora? Back to Ava. What say it again? This one's kind of hard. Anybody? What's this? Carson?
Delay.
Yeah. So you'll often see this with sine as the ablative object of sine. It shows up a lot. It shows up in your translation sentence tomorrow. It shows up like pretty much anytime they use mora is as the object of sine. And by they, I mean the textbook. So just be ready to translate sine mora as without delay. The flashes, those are good heroes for avoiding delays, I guess. I don't know. What would moratorium be? Oh, no, sorry. Moratorium is an English word. It means when you're putting like a pause on something, like let's put a moratorium on e-learning or something. And saying like, let's like pause doing this, let's delay it or something. All right, oculus, oculi. What's that, Jake? Good. What are some related words to this? Anyone? Person?
Sorry. Monocle.
Yeah, monocle, binocular, oculus, rift. Yeah, statue without eyeballs. Nathan? Yep. All right. Officio. Wait, didn't we do officio? What am I thinking of? Weird. Caden, what's officium? Yes, duty or service. So we get words like official and office from it, but we don't actually want to translate it as official or office. Jake?
I just realized something about Oculus.
Yeah.
This says Oculus Rift at the bottom. That's the name of like the newest model.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that before.
No, yeah, that's what I'm referring to there. We also get the English word ocular. That means like having to do with the eye. But yeah, they're obviously riffing, right, pun intended, on this word for their virtual reality thing. I've only done a cheap virtual reality headset before. It was okay, but it wasn't like the real deal. Officium, duty or service. These are neuter, right? Every word they give us in chapter 4 is basically neuter. You can see that they're all ending in um and the nominative. All right, periculum, periculum. These people get confused with pecunia, but it's not money, and it's not even the same declension or gender as pecunia, which is money. So, Danny, you remember periculum? Yeah, good. Risk or danger. And we get words like peril, which is like a fancy word for danger, or perilous, which is a fancy word for dangerous. All right? Are you? Are you as dangerous as Kerberos?
I wish.
That'd be cool. Otium, OTE. What is that, Kylie? This one's hard to remember. They would give us the more common word for this, except we don't have third declension for like 5 more chapters. So they're not going to give us pax, which means peace. So OTM basically means peace too. But it's more like peace as in what we enjoyed over our 3-day weekend, like leisure time. A little more like leisure time than it is peace. Right, Alora? And then OTO, Alora, is what case? What case could OTO be with an O? Be one of 2 things. It could be dative or what, Kaylin or Macy? Dative or... Yeah, right. Okay. So in first declension, dative and ablative aren't the same in the singular. They are the same in the plural. But in second declension, they are the same. It's just that long O. They're ablative or dative. Caleb? That's funny. Peas. I'm like spelling things. Peas. All right, we're almost done. Remedium. It just means cure. I'm not going to ask anyone this because it's pretty easy. It is neuter though. Bellus, bella, bellum. This is not bellum, but it's not war. Riley? Yes. And what part of speech is that? Stop. Is it? Because bellum is now as a noun, but bellus, bella, bellum is it's a describing word, right? Beautiful or pretty describing word. So they are. Starts with an A. Kylie? They do have cases, this part of speech, but nominative isn't a part of speech. Macy? Yeah, non is not. Sorry about that. That's a typo. That's like the biggest typo on the whole thing. Non is not. What part of speech is bellus, bella, bellum? Anyone? Nelia? Adjective. Yes, it's an adjective. Guys, do y'all know what an adjective is? Like for real. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, first year or sometimes the second year of Latin, people have a lot of trouble remembering what part of speech means. Maybe because it sounds vague. Like you're imagining like it could be any kind of maybe you're thinking the functions or the cases. I guess there is. It's like in Latin you get a bunch of things to keep track of. You got to keep track of cases, functions, and part of speech. But part of speech it's like in every language. So I know y'all know what adjectives are, but
For some reason, you'll have trouble remembering that's one of the parts of speech, along with nouns and verbs and adverbs and prepositions and conjunctions. That's about it. Because we don't have articles in Latin, words like the and a. You don't have those in Latin. Who cares about interjections? Like whoa and wow. They have oh, that's their introduction, yeah?
That's the opposite of me.
I don't know.
Beautiful.
Well, I was gonna say everyone hypes up Belle, but like, is she really that cool? Maybe she's a little uppity. She's a little bougie.
She's really pretty.
But like, she's kind of like she rubs it in everyone's
Literally
face.
the opposite of me.
She walks
Yes,
around
I know.
town.
She's smart. She's beautiful. I'm dumb enough.
Well, why are you guys? Don't be self-deprecating. That only goes so far.
I'm like that.
Facts in school.
Y'all go to
I never
LTA.
lied to you.
If you go to LTA, you're already smart. Like you
Wait.
are.
But here's my thing.
What?
I thought I'm not supposed to lie. So I'm like,
What? What?
yeah, why would I lie to you? Then I'll get in trouble with
The school I'm not
I'm
lying.
so pretty. I'm lying.
Caitlin, tell them they're crazy.
Caitlin will agree with us.
You're not crazy. I agree with her.
I told you.
Okay, I don't get it. I was just gonna say Belle is not that great because she walks around town acting like she's better than everybody because she can read. And like it's tragic if the other people can't read. That's a tragedy. It's not something Belle should like rub in their face. And then she starts like a revolution by having all the townspeople go like try to burn down Beast Castle. Like she's chaotic.
True. That was Gaston, bro.
It's been like 20 years since I've.
Completely different.
Well, Gaston, it's not his fault that he's crazy. He got injured in the French-Prussian War or something. And I definitely have seen this movie recently. Okay, what is bonus bona bonum? Nathan, what is bonus bona bonum? No, Aiden, rather, sorry. It's not this, it's this. Yeah, good or kind. It can be good or kind. All right, I think we got like 3 more and then we're done for the day. Humanus. What is humanus? This one's easy. It's human. Yeah.
I just.
Or it can be humane. The adjective humane. Okay, we got like 3 more. Settle down, guys. Malus. What is malus, Riley? Yeah, we think of words like malevolent, maladjusted, maleficent. Her name is like a pun on this word. Parvus, parva, parvum. So this is small. So pauci is few. Parvus is small. Okay, stultus, stultus, stultum. Foolish. Yep. Very good. Veris, vera, verum. A lot of adjectives this chapter. A lot of them, Natalie. True or real. So yeah, that's the big thing with chapter 4. Neuter nouns and a bunch of adjectives. True or real, like verify, verifiable. Okay, and then we get just 2 verbs in chapter 4, and then that's it. That's all the words that we have so far. Uvo, this never comes up. Y'all barely need to know this, honestly. Kayla?
We only have 6 minutes left.
Good. And what is sum esse cui futorum? Just sum esse. Anyone? To be. All right, that is chapter 4. So we have now gone over, and that's all of sum esse, right? Sum esse, sumus estis sum. So online kids are pretty much done for the day. I'm going to walk around and tell kids what quizzes they owe me for tomorrow. If y'all need to retake your translation quiz, quiet down. Yes, you can. But don't get loud. Quiet, guys. So remember, online kids, you have until Sunday night to do any makeups. You might want to email me to let me know what makeups you've done because it's kind of hard to keep track of it all. And then Monday, we're going to start chapter 5. It's going to be great. But there will be no video tomorrow. We're not playing Jeopardy either tomorrow. So online kids, y'all can sleep in.
Why?
To attend Latin tomorrow. We'll play Jeopardy next Friday. So we're taking the week off Jeopardy because they're just going to be doing their quizzes and or making flashcards. And y'all can do the same. All right, and now your friends are going to say hi and bye.
Hey!
Let me turn off.
They already know who it is. That's the worst part.
I have some news for you.
Hey, fish.
I have news for you. I'm coming back to school on Monday.
What?
When?
Oh,
Monday.
Oh, it's being recorded, isn't it?
What?
Oh, yep, can't say that.
Dude, stop saying no.
Eleanor, why aren't you coming back to school?
Because I think John is
Quit
too.
all day?
I have reasons.
You should.
Thrifting. No, I'm
I
not.
like my sweatshirt too.
She muted. Bye, buddy.
Bye, buddy. See you on Monday. See you on Monday. Gosh, stop.
Bye, little buddy.
See you on Monday.
Dad, you're on the video camera. On the board. Oh, they can see my hand.
Really? Really?
Okay.
Wait, why are we on the screen?
Oh, because you are. I guess.
Are we on the screen every time?
No, not all the time. Only when it's like this. Anyway, I'll see y'all later.
I don't really want to go back to school on Monday.
Thank you.
Oh, you do. All right.
No, I
Have a good
don't.
weekend, guys. Bye. Yes,
I
you do.
don't.
Bye.
Bye.